Okay guys, today I want to talk about impulse responses because I've recorded some and I want to take you with me to explore this. So what is an impulse response? If we take the RV7000, we have the option to turn this dial here, and at the last position at algorithm, I don't know the English term for that right now. At the second position, we got the option to choose a sample in which our reverb responds. In normal situations, you would record a clap or something similar, a short pulse, into a big room like a church or a big hall. And you would record some seconds and record the whole tail of your short impulse. And the RV7000 MK2 is capable of loading such files and putting this reverb onto your desired sound. So, for example, we got the all plate spread preset and we just changed the algorithm. Now we open up the sample by searching for one, and we could take every clap here, and you see there is a little line here, so there's still plenty of information there. Here's a very good example with a very long tail. We could apply the same reverb onto our standard Dr. Octarex drum loop, so let's try this. So you can easily hear the impulse response puts its character on the Dr. Octarex. So I recorded the empty corridor of my parents' house because currently my dad is painting the walls and throwing everything out. So the hallway or little corridor is basically empty, and because of how many edges are there, it sounds bigger than it is. So I recorded some claps here. Let's put these into new sequences here. So we go in every folder on our Zoom device and drag in everything we need. So this takes a while. I will skip the rest. We will cut this in a minute. So these are just different hand positions, different distances to the mic, and little different in tonality. So we get a whole bunch of the same impulse response, but with other characteristics. So let's hear the first one. And we need to open this and just make a cut at this slice point. We could go more in here and define the starting point by clicking here. We do this for all the samples. I switch between modes by pressing R and Q on my keyboard. So R is the razor blade and Q is the cursor. So I could double click in the cursor menu and cut in the sequencer view here and the clip view here. And my razor blade always snaps to these clip points here, which makes it very easy for me to find these transients. And okay, so now we delete everything we don't need anymore. So everything before our first clap. Let's make them a little bit shorter. I guess 2. Maybe let's make 3 or 4 seconds out of this. So next step would be if we normalize these. So we could select all of these and normalize this. Maybe we should cut out that. We should rename that. Now that we have set these all up, we could save them into new samples. So we could go bounce a new sample. And now we got our whole impulse responses here. Now these samples are in our song plus sound samples folder, and we could experiment with them. So let's open up one of these samples here by searching. Then we go to song samples, and the folder is already opened. So this is a little bit short now. Let's play this fully wet on our drums. We could also play a bit with the gain, and we could raise our size here and also improve or cut the length if we want to. We also could imply pre-delay, and we could change the stereo mirrors on this. Let's import another one. This is a little bit more boomy. Let's try the third one. So we get different flavors of the same impulse response, which gives different reverbs to us, but they are not so different because they contain almost the same content, because it is the same room. What we could do now, for instance, we could swap all our presets in these RV7000s here with, let's reset that, let's get a new sample in here, make this 1, reset this, make this 2, or maybe let's take the 7, and maybe let's take the 9 or something for the third one. Oh, this is a very quiet one, but we could raise the volume and a little bit of the size here. And now we could use these send effects in conjunction together for our drums. So these are our drums now, and let's pretend we have multiple claps. We could apply each clap to a different reverb and get a little bit of a different vibe to it while staying in the same room. So this is a bit of a mess now because it's only the only one loop, but let's get this a little bit better here. We open up a Kong drum designer. So we got a fresh brand new Kong, and what we do now is we open up some claps. So let's stay with these Lindrum ones. So we got these 3 claps. So let's make this simple. We put one to slightly to the left, one slightly to the right, and the other one stays in the middle. And let's make a quick stupid drum pattern, drum sequencer. So these 3 notes are our claps. Maybe let's do something like this. Maybe something like this. Now we could set up an output for each instance. So we got a different output for each clap. And now we could mix and match these 3 different impulse responses to get a little bit more. So this is a little bit over exaggerated, but I think you get the point here. You could use almost the same impulse response for almost the same sound to give it a little bit more space and coherentness in between these three different claps here, for instance. You could do the same for the toms or for hi-hat stuff. This is a very good idea if you break down your reverb into multiple instances to really mix and balance what you need. Okay, guys, I guess that's everything for today. I hope you enjoyed it. If so, please leave a like and a comment down below. This keeps this channel alive and growing. Yeah, that's everything for today. Have a great day. See you next time.